Right, YouTube, the Shadow King KingNazaru's. Uh, so we're gonna go a little bit out of the box here. So one of my subscribers uh, just commented on my video a little while ago and said that he finished reading the Rosario Vampire mangas, and he said he liked it, but he couldn't exactly get some of his friends interested in it for reasons. And he asked a favor of me. He said he wanted me to review a certain anime that he likes. One that he said that was his second favorite next to Dragon Ball. So it pretty much be to him what Rosario Vampire was to me, with Rosario Vampire being my second favorite, and Dragon Ball being my most favorite. The anime he said he wanted me to check out was called Hajime no Ippo. When he was describing it to me, I was kind of a little mixed about it, because he mentioned it was like a boxing anime. I'm not sure if I said this before, but I'm not really into sports. Just seems some of the stuff like football and soccer and baseball just kind of gets repetitive after a while. The only one I've actually shown any interest in was martial arts, though boxing has caught my interest every now and again. So I figured I at least owe my good friend Farhan Kapadia that, and I checked out the episode, well, the first one anyway. And basically, what happened was that there's this guy his name I forget. I think it was Kampanchi or something along those lines. Sorry, it takes me kind of a while to remember the characters' names. And he belongs to this family that has a bunch of fishmongers. And he's gone to high school, and some of his friends invite him to hang out with them. Unfortunately, he says he's too busy for working for his family, but they take it that he's too shy, and they possibly reconsidering inviting him, which kind of depresses him. And he starts wondering why is he so shy, but he can't shirk off his responsibilities just to hang out with just hang out with his friends. And suddenly, these bullies, being stereotypical bullies, beating him up for no justifiable reason except for saying that he smells like worms, which is not really his fault since he works at a fishmongering shop. So they continue to wail on him until a boxer comes in and saves him by getting him away from the bullies and humiliating the bullies by taking the buttons off their shirt. He didn't beat them up because he says I know that's a little later on, so never mind about that. So our main character falls unconscious due to his injuries, but the boxer takes him to a gym where he can recover. One would think that he would take him to a hospital, but whatever. And the guy said that he was looked really bad, and he says that now you've gotten better, you can go home because as much as I hate people who pick on people who are weaker on them, I hate people who don't defend themselves, which the guy did not do. So he tells him to go home. But he says that he wants to learn how to defend himself. And I mean, well, not that. He just started crying when he just said something that tactful. So the boxer decides to cheer him up, and by drawing a picture of the guy who beat him up, and has our main character try to take out his frustration on him. At first, he delivers a weak punch, but he says to try to hit harder, and shows him the positions of a boxer to give him more power in his punch. And he does that, and does it so hard that he causes a huge hole in the bag, a little crack in the wall, and everybody's just stunned by how much power the kid potentially has. Unfortunately, it caused some of his skin to scrape off, though he didn't notice at first. And the boxer says he has a lot of talent, but he needs a little more practice with it, so he gives him some videos so he could learn some more about boxing. And our character gets so interested in it that comes back to the boxer the next night and says that he wants to be a professional boxer, but he says that he doesn't want to teach him because he doesn't feel he knows what he's getting himself into. But our protagonist says that he wants to because he's tired of being weak and he wants to be stronger and reborn as a person who can defend himself and other people. And so the boxer agrees if he can pass his test, which is to use his reflexes to catch a bunch of leaves while they're falling off. And that's pretty much where the episode ended. All in all, it's a pretty nice episode. Basically being about a weak person who gets bullied and has his savior rescue him and also inspires him to want to be just like him and be strong. Well, yeah, so nice episode. Seems to have a nice premise as well. I am impressed with some of the moves of the boxing, and it's pretty fluid, very detailed. Would I see this on a regular basis? Not on a frequent one, but I would be watching more of the show. But it wouldn't be all the time. Because I've got other animes I'm dedicated to, like Dragon Ball Z Kai's Buu Saga and what have you, and I still got college to deal with soon. It'll be happening next week. But all in all, nice show. I would personally give it my own recommendation for other people to watch it. And next video, I'm gonna be talking about some overdue news about Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. So stay tuned for that.